Hey, I have some amazing news. I got a book deal. Where Daddy Is will be coming out in 2029 with Simon and Schuster, their imprint Athenium, which is for young readers. And I can't wait. I did find this out almost 2 years ago, but they finally announced it in Publishers Weekly so I can actually announce it myself. So just so you know, when it happened, there were tears, there were lots of tears, and there was lots of joy, and I'm still very excited. It's just after almost 2 years, I'm a little more composed. But the story goes like this. So I was walking into a conference, a writing conference in May of 2024. And I got a call from my agent. And when Joyce calls, it's because there is a book deal. That's the only reason. So there had been an email, like a maybe email. So there was still kind of a possibility before this. But like the day before, like, hey, from the editor that ended up acquiring it, like, hey, I'd really like to get this book. And so I asked Joyce, like, does that mean it's going to acquisitions now, which is when the whole team needs to buy into it and everything, like marketing and everyone else. And so Joyce called Miloni, who is the editor, and said, like, hey, what did this mean exactly, this email? And it meant that it was a go. And so I got this call as I'm walking into the writing conference, and it was just so exciting. I was like, let's see, my son was born in October. Okay, so I was like 5 months pregnant, and but I was like huge. How was it only 5 months? Anyways, I was like big bellied and just crying, and yeah, dreams do come true. So my son is now 16 months. That's funny. Those numbers, are they adding up? But yeah, so May, and then he was born in October, and now here we are in 2026. And it's been just really hard, honestly, to keep it quiet and to just not shout it from the rooftops. It's hard to wait. But I'm just trying to enjoy every milestone. So having the book deal announced is a great milestone. And it was so fun to see my emails coming in from critique partners from a few years ago to up to now, just saying congratulations. And I didn't even know it was posted yet. So that was fun. And yeah, so that's where we are. It was incredible. It was after I got my manuscript. My manuscript was selected as a finalist for the PB Party contest in 2023, and the finalists are the winners. So there were 40 winners out of 1,000 manuscripts, and from that is what led me to getting agented by Joyce Sweeney from the Seymour Agency. And I was able to choose Joyce because I had a couple of offers. So that was exciting, and I really connected with them and their heart and their vision for the story and excitement. So that was that. And then we sent it out that year, out on submission a few months later. And I remember thinking, this is so long. Why are we sending it out in a few months? Like, Joyce didn't have very many edits to make or anything, so it was like ready to go. I'm like, why don't we just send this out now? And then it's just so funny looking back, because 2 months is like just nothing in the publishing industry. Like, now I'm waiting almost 2 years just to get it announced, and then waiting 3 years for it to come out. So 2 months. Just looking back at my little green self, feeling so anxious to get it out there. But it was not acquired that first round. And then there was, like, I think one more round, that year in 2023, not acquired. So that means it was passed. Like, Joyce sends it to 6 editors at a time. 12 editors had passed. And then on the third round, it was, that's when we got it. So it took a year, because Joyce only does two rounds of submissions a year, 6 editors each. So it took a year. And then, so yeah, that next May, so the Storymakers Conference happened about a year. Yeah, actually, yeah, just about a year exactly after we had submitted it the very first time. And yeah, so it was like felt long then too, right? Like a year waiting. So then here I am thinking like, okay, let's get this going. And then I was having a baby, so we kind of expedited the whole editing process and got that done quicker than is typical. And so I've had the manuscript finalized since like September of 2024, and now it's February of 2026, and it has been announced, and we have the amazing illustrator Daniel Mayares, and that's kind of what's holding it up now, is that he's really busy, and so we are just waiting for him. But that's who we all wanted because he's awesome. So we're just gonna make it the best book it can be. And it's been such an amazing process. I love working with Miloni. She had such a great vision for my story and made it better than it was. And that was just so cool because I had edited it. I mean, really, like, I'm guessing 40 drafts, and that's a lot, like over a year and a half, maybe even, of working on it. So I was just like all in with this one manuscript, just like constantly on it with this one picture book, and she even made it better, which was so cool. And then like working with the illustrator options, like the sending them in like, hey, which ones of these do you think you'd be interested in? And they were all just so beautiful and gorgeous, and just picturing them for my book, and then getting Daniel on board, and just all of it. I feel so grateful. And I still just need to like live my life for 3 years, until this book comes out. Just like same as always, like just normal life, and that's okay. And it'll be fun though. My little baby, who was just a baby in my belly when this got announced, will be in pre-K when it comes out. And maybe that's just perfect for me. So I can raise my kids, when they're little, and then they can be in school, and I can start being a little busier. I mean, I guess like when the book comes out, like, I mean, it's not like I think people are going to be at my doorstep knocking, but like school visits, I'm hoping, and social media stuff I have to deal with, which I'm honestly not stoked about. And yeah, I mean, marketing, because we have to market our own books as authors. So it'll be good. So I'm just going to do my thing, keep writing, keep hoping for more book deals, and then just enjoy the life that I have. So that's it. That's my news. It's just so exciting, and thanks for listening, and I can't wait to hear your good news too. Feel free to leave it in the comments whenever exciting things are on your horizon. Bye.